Good evening. This is Angel Santiago. I am with Mickey Newman today for the Flyover States 200 at Kansas for the Ballistipax Cup Series here on SRM. This is stated the Flyover States 200 at Kansas presented by J.O.E.S Motorsports. As previously mentioned, I'm joined by Mickey Newman. He's getting a couple things settled in, so he'll join us in just a few minutes. Before we begin, we'll go ahead and go over your race information for today. Weather, nice, cool, 71 degrees, no humidity. It's going to be a grippy track today here at Kansas. The track temperature right now is at 73 degrees. We know it's a mile and a half D-shaped oval. We got plenty of fantastic racing for everybody here today. I am excited. We've seen quite the show the last couple of weeks here. So I'm gonna go ahead and excuse me, bring up your be a little bit too big there. Let's bring this back down. This is your points going into today's race. John Garrett, with a fantastic victory last week, claimed his spot in the next round. Excuse me there, sorry. Josh Anderson with a nice run, putting himself in second place right now, highest of those without a win. Then you got Derek Watkins, Evan Pienta, Adam Bazeo, Jeremy Clapper, J.R. Deal, and Michael Edwards. That nice big red line right there, that's going to be the cutoff after today's race. Going into the next two races. So right now, Christopher Alkire is on the outside looking in. Jalen Battle, James C. Jones, DG Swiss, all those guys were not able to make it last week. So they'll be looking for a win to get themselves in through the next round. But enough of that. We've got ourselves a race to go over. So let's bring your grid out for today. Evan Pienta is going to be your pole sitter. No surprise. He's been fast all season. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in just a moment once they are done going over their driver's meeting. Hey, Evan, this is Angel and Mickey in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Evan, no surprise, here you are on pole. I think I've lost count of how many pole positions you've gotten this year. You sure know how to qualify. I love seeing your pit stall marker. That definitely stands out. You can see it from right here in the broadcast. Nonetheless, congratulations on the pole. You got yourself a good chance of making it to the next round of the playoffs. What's the plan for tonight?
Just trying to stay out front, work with my teammate, the 48, to try and get him in. I know he's kind of tight on points and going to be in the verge of making it in tonight, so I'm going to do all I can to help him. But just going to try and run our race at the same time, gain as many points as possible against the rest of the other playoff guys, and carry momentum into the next round.
Absolutely, Evan. We got you You and your teammates starting 1-2. That's certainly a great way to start today's race. It's going to be a fun one here at Kansas. So good luck, and let's see if we're talking to you by the end of this one.
All right, sounds good.
All right, that was Evan Pienta. He is your pole sitter for today's race. They're going through 3 and 4. We'll jump through here as quickly as we can. Jalen Battle in second, John Garrett, last week's winner in third, JRD in fourth, Michael Edwards in fifth, Jeremy Clapper in sixth, Derek Watkins seventh, Josh Anderson eighth, ninth is James C. Jones, DG Swiss, Christopher Alkire in 11th. That is your starting lineup. All 11 of those guys are in the championship battle. Here we are. Green flag is out here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Evan Pienta with a nice jump here on the leaders as we start today's race. Oh, I'm going to put the ticker up top over here. We're already seeing 3 wide in the back of the pack over there. You see every one of those cars with that blue spoiler and blue front end. A couple of those guys maybe don't quite have them set up today. Those are the guys battling it out for the championship, trying to make it into the playoffs. As you see, John Garrett's already made his way to second as we've got somebody in the wall, and I thought I saw somebody going sideways, and that's exactly what happened. Caution's out here early on. And looks like we've got a couple of playoff drivers involved in this one. Jeremy Clapper, definitely not what he was looking for. Oh, he just got loose. Oh, right into his own teammate, Josh Anderson. Revan Jurgis taken out. Steve T. Cole, DG Swiss. Multiple drivers, multiple playoff drivers, and his own teammate, Josh Anderson, for Kool-Aid Monster Motorsports, taken out in that one. Not ideal way to start this one. You see Jeremy just got a little bit loose off of turn 4. So very easy to do here. This is a very slick track in the sense of coming off the corners. You can't quite be full throttle. You gotta baby it just a little bit. But at the same time, you're trying to find that good mix of where can you be aggressive and as full throttle as quickly as you can. These drivers will only get 3 total tire sets for today. I'm sorry, 3 additional tires. So we have 4 total tire sets for today's race. And we know Kansas really likes to chew up tires to make some fun racing. The latest update on these cars through iRacing as well is put a little bit more tire wear as well. So these drivers dealing with a little bit of different tire situations than they were earlier this year. We'll be looking for each driver to go anywhere between 33 and 34 laps on a set of tires before they should be coming down pit road. So here is Evan Pienta's in first place. What we're going to do is, I know it's a little bit early, we're going to bring John Garrett in. John Garrett won last week's race. Let's see if I can't find him. We'll bring him right in here. Hey, John, this is Angel and Mickey in the SRN broadcast booth. You got us?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, John, we decided to jump in and talk to you. You got yourself into the next round with the win last week. So how does Kansas go for you today? What's the plan?
Well, I was headed to the back right there, but they didn't give me a chance since I don't really need to fight with anybody. So I'm just going to try to survive and maybe get another win at the end. Looks
Well,
like this is going to be kind of like a super speedway race.
absolutely. That's a fun thing about these cars, these mile and a halves, very super speedway-esque. And we all know you're pretty darn good at these super speedways. So, um, I mean, you said you were going to the back. It looked like you were ready to start making some moves there. So now they're going 1 to green. John, good luck. Go get yourself another win and keep this momentum on for the next round.
All right, 10-4. Hopefully we get to talk to you at the end there.
Absolutely, John. Have a good one. All right, that was John Garrett, last week's winner, the only man who has clinched his spot in the next round. So today's more of a chill, relaxed day for him. Looking to have just some fun and see if he can't get himself an extra victory today. We're lined up side by side, ready to get going once again. We've got a couple of guys on our YouTube channel going ahead and rooting for Michael Edwards. Right now, Michael Edwards, let's see, let's jump over to where he is. Oh, we're in second place. What am I doing? He's right there in second place. Let's not forget the current front row, Evan Pienta and Michael Edwards both have 2 victories on the season this year. So, and each of the next our top 6 all have a victory this year as well. So let's look forward to this. Right now, here comes your pace car going down pit road. Top 8, 9 drivers are all playoff drivers. Evan Pienta with a nice jump. Michael Edwards going to jump right in behind him. Go ahead and solve that second and first place battle rather easily, as they're going to stay side by side now as they go into turn 1 for third on back. You have John Garrett in the bottom, Derek Watkins on his high side. Right behind him is Jalen Battle and James C. Jones, and J.R. Deal looking to make some moves as well. Michael Edwards going to take a little bit high here. As James Jones is now going to fall to the clutches of J.R. Deal. As J.R. Deal looks to get under Derek Watkins. And they come across the start-finish line. All right, here they are. Jalen Battle's going to go ahead and clear Michael Edwards for the second position, but does he have him quite clear? Edwards going to have a big run down the front stretch. That good run off of the turn, and he'll stay right up next to him, try to get to that right rear quarter panel. J.R. Deal's looking right on behind him, waiting to see who does he go with, who does he make the move with. No, he's going to go ahead and take him 3 wide. No, he decides otherwise. He backs off just a little bit. That'll give James Jones an opportunity to get to the bottom. You know, James Jones has some time and points to make up after missing last week's race. He had a teacher conference he had to go to, as he is a teacher over in Arizona. And look at that. He thought about taking it 3 wide. Definitely decided otherwise in that situation. Oh, Jalen Battle gets into the side there of Michael Edwards. They continue to battle for second place. James Jones has a run. Nowhere to go with him, though. He's going to have to push Jalen Battle down the front stretch. Evan Pienta, all this happening behind him. He hasn't had an opportunity to do anything. Oh, looks like James almost gets into Michael Edwards. They're almost 3 wide. Look at this. All these playoff drivers right on top of each other. Each one of them hungry to make it to the next round. Then you have Cody Brown in the 7th place. He's the number 17 car. He's not in the playoffs, but he's out here to try to win himself a race as well. They're coming off turn 2. You see a couple of cars a little squabbly there, but they're going to keep it going. That time around, Christopher Alkire put down the fastest lap of the race, a 30.38 right there in the 11th position. Just kind of laying back a little bit. He definitely doesn't want to be involved in any possible wrecks that could happen, so he's just kind of giving it a moment. You see John Garrett moved his way back to the back. He said he didn't really want to be up front, didn't want to be in anybody's way and cost them a chance. But here it is. Jalen Battle has cleared Michael Edwards for second. Here comes James Jones. James Jones will be looking to take 3rd place. He's going to have help from Derek Watkins on the bottom. Now here comes Cody Brown with a big run on Derek Watkins. He'll look to his outside. James Jones is going to clear Edwards down the front stretch, and James will take 3rd spot easily as they go into 1 and 2. Now it's Derek Watkins and Cody Brown battling it out for the 4th position. Go ahead and look from our Goodyear blimp here as Michael Edwards is going to lose the 4th position to Cody Brown. I'm sorry, the 5th position. It's Derek Watkins in 4th. 5th is Cody Brown. Michael Edwards now they're side by side down the front stretch going into turn 1 for 4th place. Derek Watkins looking to make up some more spots here. Got a little bit of a helicopter view here. We're just going to go riding. We're going to follow these drivers all the way around the racetrack. As you see, they've spread out, not too much, just about a car length and a half, or a car length a little bit less than that amongst each other. Just trying to see what kind of runs they could build as we go through this one. Playoff driver Josh Anderson has lost the draft here. We saw him take some damage. Maybe decided to try to save a fast repair, hoping that this doesn't cost him any more already, as he is now fallen back quite a bit from the leaders. As we now jump back to them, they're side by side once again for the 4th position. James Jones has got to run in 2nd, not going to be able to make it happen. Michael Edwards now is going to go looking. He's he'll take fourth position away from Derek Watkins. Here comes Adam Bazeo now. He's ready to take that spot as well. Now here comes J.R. Deal. He's looking to try to take advantage of Derek Watkins stuck on the outside. Derek is just getting freight trained out there. He's trying his absolute best to hold on. Now J.R. Deal, we've seen where he was in the playoff standings. I'll bring that right back up here. We'll want to bring it down just a little bit. But J.R. Deal actually was in the 7th spot. Good by about 12 points over Christopher Alkire. JR was fastest in practice, so he did not come just to lay around back and hope to make himself some time. As we see Michael Edwards taking 3rd from James Jones, and it looks like Adam Bazeo is going to follow right behind him. Now James Jones has the help from JR Deal, though, as they go down the front stretch. That drafting help will make every little bit count. It won't be enough, and looks like JR is going to go ahead and try to take the position away from James Jones, as now James is going to fall to the 5th position. I'm sorry, 6th position. And Derek Watkins, he's looking to take him. Oh, he's got a big run on the outside. Oh, got a little bit of smoke there. Oh, Derek Watkins, because this is Jalen Battle. Looks like Jalen maybe got loose off of turn 4. That's 2 of our playoff contenders right there. And something happened to James Jones as well, because he fell back quite a bit. So let's go back and see what happened there for Jalen Battle. Oh, looks like Jalen had a little help from Michael Edwards. Oh, gets contact with Adam Bazeo. Derek had nowhere to go. James was able to avoid any carnage, any type of damage. He'll lose a ton of spots, but the main idea is not to gain any damage, because that just is going to hurt you so much in the long run. So we see a little tap from Michael Edwards move Jalen Battle out of the way, and that'll give him a good amount of damage. Evan Pienta's still your leader, now by about 0.6 of a second. Michael Edwards in 2nd. J.R. Dew in 3rd. Cody Brown's in 4th. Adam Bazeo's in 5th. We'll have to see if any of that damage he sustained. It didn't look like it was too much. We'll have to see if it makes a difference for him. Christopher Alkire in 6th. And looks like Nigel Christensen is going to try to make his way now under Adam Bazeo. We're going to give you an early session to our Turn It Up session, folks. Hang on, listen to the great sounds of these cars. We'll be right back.
Reloaded some stuff, but I don't see any overlays. So I feel like there's something missing in OBS.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our Turn It Up session here on SRM. You get the fantastic views of nice floor views that we have set up. Mickey, I believe, is all set. Mickey, you got us here?
I am here, finally.
Awesome, Mickey. Nice to have you. I know we had a little bit of issues getting you in. None of your doing, but here you are joining us. We're lap 26 of 134 of the Ballistipax Cup Series.
I have been watching it. There's been action everywhere, including that first lap mishap there, and there's action everywhere. I mean, it's a great race.
Oh, I'm loving this. You see here Jalen Battle side by side here with Kyle Akers. This is going to be for the 9th position, and now it's Kyle Akers with Steve T. Cole. We saw both of those involved in our early wreck, as now they're looking to catch Adam Bazale here. It looks like he lost that draft with his first couple of guys. And Mickey, I don't know if do you have any experience in these cars yet, do you?
So I haven't done a lot on the next gen, but plenty of league racing and iRacing with the regular Cup cars, and then also honestly, I've driven a real car on this track through the racing Richard Petty experience. So
That is right.
yep, got some experience on the track a little bit, as well as some iRacing.
Well, experience on the track, it's more than I can say I have. I'll focus then on my knowledge of the overall car itself. These cars, they handle really well, so well to the point that you're just full throttle. This track, these mile and a halves, they race like super speedways with these cars.
Yeah, I did a practice session on another track earlier today, and the difference in this car versus the prior, they do handle so much better. They are very good to drive, so very responsive, and it shows on the track. I mean, they're able to run close, even though we've had a few bumps and grinds, but they're able to control a lot better.
Yep, absolutely. That's the fun part. We get some fantastic battles. As you can see, the runs that you get on top of each other. Look at this. They're gonna go 3 wide here. Adam Bazale and Steve T. Cole are gonna split. Jalen Battle. Kyle Akers backs out right behind him and says, "I want nothing of that 3 wide right there." Oh, Adam Bazale sideways.
Got a spin.
Can he save
running
it?
backwards.
Can he save it? What a save! Oh, I don't know if anything else happened to him at that moment. If he just got loose, maybe had some help.
Yeah, I missed that part, and he got lucky. He didn't collect anyone else. No one else hit him, from what I saw. Oh, he had some help by the 54.
Maybe he had a little bit of help. Yeah. Looks like he was loose as it was through there.
Yeah,
the back end sideways.
Yeah, I think he got a little help coming off the turn there.
Yeah, you see right there. That's sideways there. That is sideways. Whew.
Yeah, and 54 just probably not much he could do. Nowhere to go, not much he could do.
Oh yeah, look
Gave
at this.
Him that extra bump.
His hands are all the way to the right there. Great job. He just locks it down here. He did a great job right there. That was Adam Bazale. He's had some pretty good finishes this year as well, winning a couple of times with us. So, I'm sorry, having one earlier this year. But great job so far, Adam Bazale, on that save. So we'll jump back up to your leaders. We're 31 laps into the 134 lap race. Mickey, these guys get 4 total tires, so that splits up to about 33 to 34 laps per sets of tires. So it looks like we're gonna have just about everybody come in and take their first set here.
Yeah, tire management is definitely going to be key here. Obviously, you know, the 55 is going to need some tires after that spin, and he'll get him 4 fresh ones, go back out. That wreck could have been a lot worse than it was.
Oh, absolutely.
For him.
These drivers have done a fantastic job all season. Where moments where you thought we could have a huge wreck, we didn't. As a matter of fact, since you're new to the series, the playoff, the last race in the regular season before the playoff started was at Talladega. We had an early caution, and they went green flag the rest of the way. Just a fantastic job on all those drivers. I mean, they're really getting the hang of this, and it's showing. As J.R. Deal looks like he was on pit road for only 8 seconds on that pit stop. So we'll see. What did he take here?
Might have been a 2-tire stop, maybe.
Well, I'm going to be a little bit nosy and see what it looks like. That looks like a gas and go.
Yeah, no tires. We'll see how that works out because I know there's some in the field that had to take tires or went ahead and took those, so it could be a factor here.
Well, that was him and last week's winner, John Garrett. Oh, actually, looks like John Garrett is back down pit road now. John Garrett won the race last week, clinched his spot into the next round. Today we cut off. We go from 12 to 8 drivers. So John's got nothing to lose today. We spoke with him earlier. He said he's just gonna take it calm today. If he gets a chance to go for the victory, he will. But he doesn't want to be in anybody's way and cost himself or anybody else a good shot. So looks like JR Deal will be the only driver out there. Now, mind you, he is in contention to make it to the next round. So this is a very risky move for JR, not taking any tires when everybody else seems to be doing so.
Never know. He might be saving those for a little bit later. And could be good timing. We'll find out.
Absolutely, that definitely seems to be the plan for JR. He's gonna save himself a set of tires for later on. Uh, that could very well be the race-winning move later on in today's race, and he's not looking to point his way through. He's looking to get himself the victory. So, as a matter of fact, let's see. They might be. Let's see, are they gonna go one to green? If they go one to green here, we won't bring him in. But if we're still good, then we'll bring him in and see what the idea looks like. Nope, lights are off, so we'll be one to green. So we'll hold off on this. They're gonna go ahead and line up side by side. The leader does get lane choice here, and he once that pace car goes down, leader goes when they please. So here they are. They're gonna start side by side. Now, if you were starting on no tires, do you think you choose the inside or the outside here, Mickey?
I would definitely want the inside and probably want to work up to the outside just to continue saving those tires. A little bit higher line would be better, but I just like protecting the inside. That's my call and how I would do it.
Yeah, I think he's kind of just in a position of you got to do what comes
Yeah.
to you. I might have chosen the outside, maybe gotten a good run, and maybe pinned the guy to the bottom coming off the turn and use those cold tires against him. Because you got to remember, these guys behind him also have cold tires, and if you try going full throttle too quickly, you're going to be going sideways. But here we are,
Good
back
jump on
green
the
here.
start.
Great jump for JR Deal. He'll hold on to the lead as Michael Edwards, Evan Pienta stay side by side for second, and it looks like Edwards will clear Pienta. Just a little further back here, we got a battle now for 6th place. That's James Jones and Christopher Alkire. Jones got a nice run on him through turns 1 and 2. He'll clear him down the backstretch going into turn 3. And here it is. JR Deal's already up the racetrack. Michael Edwards to the lead. Yeah, now JR is just going to get shuffled up out there on the outside.
Yeah, I missed that. I'm not sure what happened to JR. He had a great restart. Maybe it is those tires falling off a little bit. Maybe we had a little.
I'll see. They're going to get a big run behind him. And it looks like he's actually just going to go ahead and stay high.
Yeah, maybe he's playing some tire strategy, saving a little bit, run that higher line.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
Not a bad, also just realization, knowing that these guys have fresher tires than you, and if you cut in front of them, a good chance that, you could cause a wreck and really hurt your overall race. So, just keep it back there. As long as you can hang on to the draft, he should be all right. As we see Cody Brown in the 3rd position, non-playoff driver, up 13 spots from his start position in 16th as James Jones looks under him. Oh, he had a run. Oh, James is going to get a good run off of turn 4. And he'll have Jalen Battle right behind him to give him a push. Nice work there for James Jones and Jalen Battle. Now Cody Brown will go ahead and fall to the 5th position with Nigel Christensen right behind him In 6th, you got Alkire and Steve T. Cole battling it out right behind him. We haven't heard much from DG Swiss today. DG, not to be confused with DJ, but DG Swiss in a number 26 car. He is fast week in, week out, was our regular season champion without having won a race, but was our regular season champion easily, was just the model of consistency. And he got involved in that early wreck, so now it's time to make up some moves and get to the front. He actually missed last week because of some storms over in the area that he lives, knocked out the power, so he's got a long way to make up points-wise. As Cody Brown and Jalen Battle, they're sticking it to each other right there. He's going to clear Jalen. Yeah, Mickey, you'll see these guys really get right up on top of each other. They can race each other very hard. They're used to it. Very little mistakes. You see Alkire, he had a big run there. He could have taken that 3 wide in the number 43, but definitely opted not to. What do you think of this, Mickey? These are on top. Look at that side draft.
Yeah, I was looking at that 26. It's sliding up. I thought for sure there'd be a little bump with that 43. They made it through. I mean, these cars, they're able to get so close and be able to race. There's tons of action everywhere.
Absolutely, it's just such a nice view to be able to see. And look at this, as James Jones has made his way back up to 3rd place. We saw him drop a little bit earlier, but Alkire, he is being aggressive with that side draft in the middle of the corners. Now Jalen Battle's going to have a nice run. Going into turn 3, he'll clear Alkire. Jalen Battle, Christopher Alkire, race winners as well this season, as these guys 1, 2, 3 are just right on top of each other. Their laps that last time around were within 2/100ths of a second. As you see, Edwards had a chance under Pienza. He backed off right there not to get into him, realizing this is lap 43 of a 134 lap race, so he's got time before maybe we already saw his contact earlier with the number 48 teammates to 00, so maybe try not to get into teammates too early on here.
I was looking at the times from the top 10. I mean, they're all right there, pretty much together, right? I mean, it's at this point still early in the race, but it's anyone's game right now.
Now, if they are right on top of each other, look at this. Michael Edwards, he wants the lead. He is just looking for his opportunity to get it. As James Jones gets shuffled to the outside by Nigel Christensen, and he'll move up to 3rd. Steve T. Cole, look at who's moving up the racetrack. He's over here in the 4th position, having himself a dang nice run today. Good job for Steve T. Cole there. Look at these guys right behind, right on top of each other. DG sees the run by Alkire. Alkire's going to take him 3 wide with Cody Brown off of turn 4. That's going to get close right there.
Yeah, that was close. That was definitely close.
Alkire smartly just backs off, and but wow, look at I'm telling you, the aggression on they call him Bandio there by Alkire, just fantastic to see. He's one of the nicer guys here in the series, but he doesn't care about being nice today. He wants to make himself into the next round of the playoffs. Let's look at James Jones makes his way back under Steve Cole, looking to take 5th spot back away from him. These guys are just battling it every chance they get to. This is amazing today.
Yeah, constant back and forth. It's like one car gets a position, and the next lap it just goes right back the other way, and they bring 2 or 3 different cars with them. So lots of shuffling going on.
A ton of shuffling going on. If you're on our YouTube channel watching us, let us know who you're rooting for. We'll jump over to them, give themselves a good look. That way you get an opportunity to see them. As Nigel Christensen now stuck on the outside. James Jones, as he'll pass right by. I'm sorry, it's James Jones did clear him. And now it's James trying to put the block on Cody Brown. Cody's giving him a push, and he'll look low with the run. It's hard, you got playoff drivers around you. You still have a duty to go out there and race and try to win, but at the same time, you really got to be careful. As we got a battle for the lead now. Michael Edwards side drafted Evan Pienta. Evan looking for the crossover, won't have the momentum, and we have a new leader today. Michael Edwards in the number 14. We got two-time winners this season. Oh, look at the run Cody Brown got on Jalen as he let off to not get into the back of his teammate Pienta, so he'll give up to the third position. Oh, James Jones into the wall. Looks like that was, I don't know if that was contact. That's going to be some, I don't know if it's going to be heavy enough damage, but let's see what happens here.
It looked like it was enough to take some of the paint off. You could see when he came around. Oh, it looks like the 26 may have got on the apron just a little bit, caused him to maybe get loose.
And he got right into James Jones. Yep. James just wrong place at the wrong time. And Alkire, oh my goodness, what a save for Alkire.
Good save. Yeah, hard to tell from that angle exactly what it was. It could have been a little net code, or he might have caught the apron just enough. Either way, slid up. They got together, and the 10 went up to the wall.
Yeah, doesn't look like heavy contact, but he definitely is going to lose this front draft here. That's not going to be good for James Jones. We're going to go ahead and jump back. William Asherbratter right there, just about 2.5 seconds behind him. Kyle Akers as well. Revan Jur in number 54 in front of the number 55 of Bazeo. Derek Watkins. So you got two more playoff drivers right here. Josh Anderson, about 4 seconds back. I'm not sure if he's using faster pair, what he's doing. He's just slowly riding around here. He had a pretty comfortable cushion before this race, but he's got to be wary not to lose too many points. Casey Herring, John Garrett, Jeremy Clapper, and J.R. Deal definitely saving those tires has really hurt him. I think he is over a second slower than the leaders right now.
Yeah, that's not good. Maybe he's hoping for a caution, then he can swap those out and before he goes a lap down.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time though before he goes a lap. Plenty of time. He's about 21 seconds back, but I think he's got enough time.
Depends on how long this green flag run is. What's their fuel? What do they get for fuel? Is it full or is it 20?
No, these guys do not have full tanks. It varies. I believe they're at 65. Yes, they're at 65%. So
okay.
Pit strategy definitely is important here, and we'll see. At one point, I'm not exactly sure what the fuel window is looking like. Usually, I jump into practice ahead of time, but I was running a little late myself today. I try to jump into practice and talk with some of these guys and see what it's looking like, but nonetheless, forget about that. These guys are 3 wide for third. Michael Edwards loses the lead to Evan Pienta. Cody Brown looking to make his way to the lead. This DG.E.S and Jalen Battle battling it out there for the 4th position. Edwards with another good run here off of turn 4. Is it going to be enough?
Side by side.
Oh, these guys are right on top of each other. Evan had a great run through 1 and 2, but he's actually clear of Michael Edwards. He's going to drive him very clean though. Evan had him cleared pretty easily. It looks like DG and Jalen had a little contact. Steve Cole's going to go low and take him 3 wide. Oh, Jalen's going to have to run to clear him as these guys are still, you can throw a blanket over them for the top 3. Look at that. That run, that momentum you can carry on the outside is just unreal. You'll see Evan be able to stay in front of Michael Edwards still for the 1st position. It is Evan Pienta in 1st, Michael Edwards in 2nd, Cody Brown in 3rd, Jalen Battles in 4th, and DG.E.S is in 5th as he has now got some company from Steve Cole and Nigel Christensen. It looks like Alkire may or may not have lost this draft a little bit here. That time around, Jalen Battle was your fastest driver on track with a 31.43, about 2 tenths faster than than the next guy. So he got himself a pretty good run on that last lap. Here it is. Now we're going to have teammates on the outside. Jalen Battle and Evan Pienza. Oh, look at the side drop on Evan there. Trying to hold Cody Brown down. But he'll have his teammate right behind him to give him a push down the backstretch. That is Forward Bite Racing right there, looking to work together. We heard Evan in our interview at the start of the race from the pole position as his teammate looks low. He said he was going to try to stay up front as long as he could today, and he'll help his teammate as well gain as much points as possible. Jalen Battle missed last week's race as well, so he needs to make up a ton of points in today's race.
Yeah, first place running around is almost a target. I mean, they keep swapping back and forth so much. Second and third seem to get a run on them pretty easy to get it back. It's just first place has not had much of a commanding lead. It's been such tight racing, at least in the top 5 to not quite 10. It's constantly swapping back. It's great.
Oh, I love to see the lead change. You see Cody Brown tag the apron just a little bit, but he'll stay off Evan Pienta. At the top right of your screen here, go ahead and put up a track map. I usually try to do this every once in a while, just to show you how much the field is spread out in this one. So that highlighted green, number 3, that just shows your third place drivers. We're focused here on Evan Pienta. And you see the top 7 breakaway, 8th place is Alkire, just a little bit further back from them. 9th and 10th, those are William Ashburn and Kyle Akers. James Jones is back in 11th, and then you got a group of cars behind him. So 19th place, you see creeping up there is J.R. Deal. So looks like he might be going a lap down here soon. But still, I say not to fret. I mean, he'll be more than likely the only car lap down. Currently, all 19 drivers are still on the lead lap as we're inching closer to the halfway point of this race. And, you know, if you're the only guy lap down, you're going to get the lucky dog more than likely. So you get back on the lead lap and you still got an extra set of tires.
Yep, that's right. The field has thinned out a little bit. We've got to be getting fairly close to that pit window. So hopefully he can hang on for a few more laps. But he's got that lucky dog if he needs it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's probably been running full throttle for a good chunk of this just because he's not had any help. So he's probably using a little bit more fuel than everybody else in a pack here. As now Jalen Battle goes high and Michael Edwards, they drive into turn 1. Evan Pienta, oh, he can't decide where to go. He knows he likes his car better at the bottom. But that's his teammate who needs his help up top to try to get some draft. As they go down the backstretch, you'll see the push. That arrow push is all you need. Jalen will clear Michael Edwards for first. And now it's Evan Pienta and Michael Edwards side by side. Oh, slight contact. Oh, nice save for Edwards, though. Looks like Edwards is going to stay right here next to Cody Brown. He'll try to stay with him. As the run goes, I'm sure you know, Mickey, as the run runs longer here at Kansas, the outside lane tends to be the one that prevails.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it's just that little extra you can save on your tires too. The earlier you can kind of move up there and save some, but not too early, right? You don't want to fall off too much. You can gain a little bit of an advantage, as we see a couple of nose to tail right there, giving a little bump from behind. See how it goes in the corner here.
Yeah, actually, DG Swiss and Michael Edwards, if I'm not mistaken, are teammates. So working together, being a little nice to each other there. Yeah, they run for SHR Esports, DG and Michael Edwards.
Well, that might help and give them the edge. I mean, with the lead changes and swaps, if you're running first and second, they can help keep third and fourth off of them a little bit so they can stay up front and stay in some clean air and away from potential issues.
Yeah, it's always nice when you have some teammates to help with you. But problem is, they might be teammates now, but teammates at the end of this race won't exist. Both DG and Michael Edwards are in a desperate need to make up some good points after last week's race. So we'll have to see how that works out for either one of them afterwards. Let's see here. They're catching J.R. Deal. I will say it took him quite a while. I mean, this has been a long run that we've had. JR is going to stay high and out of the way to allow the leaders to go right on by. So JR Deal will go a lap down here as we complete lap 67 here. Now we're on lap 68. Oh, Cody Brown.
If I remember correctly, JR was on the pole on that restart and didn't take tires, took fuel only, and obviously that plan might not have worked out. Maybe on the next set, and it could pay off in the long run, right? If others took tires, we'll find out.
Absolutely. Get yourself, let's say this stays green, or even if a caution comes out now, everybody's coming in taking tires. He's still going to have one extra set. He'll be back on the lead lap. And then let's say it goes green, until, the end of the race and you have a 10, 15 lap shootout. I'd say 15. Give yourself a chance to make up some positions. And all of a sudden, you have yourself an extra set of tires compared to everybody else sitting in the pits for you. That could work out great for JR. And I did it again. I'm over here not paying attention. Mickey, halfway point in the series is when, at the halfway point is they get bonus points for the top 10.
Okay.
So clearly I missed that one. That should have been lap 67. So, oh, we got some pitting. Here comes Evan Pienta, Jalen Battle. DG-Swiss, they're all coming down. Oh,
man.
Contact. That's teammates hit each other. Is that going to cost them? Was one of them speeding? Could Jalen Battle have been speeding there?
Yeah, I'd be surprised. It looks like he did lock them up, got the cone, got into each other. Tough call. We'll have to see if there's any penalties from that.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Is that going to be an unsafe entrance to pit road?
Borderline, not quite sure on that. We'll have to see how that plays out. With everything scrolling across the screen, we got pretty much everyone pitted. 1, 2, 3, 4. About half of the field is in the pits, one fashion or another, in or out. So see how it shakes out.
Let's see. It looks like Jalen Battle is still sitting in his pit box, so I'm gonna believe he got a penalty. He's having to sit this penalty out hard. This is gonna be a tough break for Jalen. Definitely not what he was gonna be needing. Yeah, definitely gonna be a penalty. He's still sitting in his pit box. That'd be the only reason why. And Michael Edwards, he's still sitting in his pit box as well. So it looks like he had an Akers. So it looks like all three of those drivers speeding on pit road more than likely coming to the line. So that's 3 playoff drivers with some pit road issues here in this one. We'll jump to our leader, John Garrett. He stayed out longer than everybody else, just kind of being on a different strategy. No need to be pushing it with everybody else, and maybe he gets lucky and put everybody a lap down. Didn't quite happen, but this is going to be the tough part for JR Deal. Some guys are going to go a lap down here. So he'll have to try to hold on and try to be that first guy with on the, in position for lucky dog.
Yeah, and he did pit in cycle with him too, so that's a good thing. He won't lose tire. He obviously needed some fuel from that last stop, so I'm assuming he took the tires that he needed.
Yep, Evan Pienta, DG-Swiss. The two of those guys got out to quite a lead over everybody else. They got on and off pit road really well. They gained 4 seconds on Cody Brown. Remember, he was right up with them. Nigel Christensen a little further back. Here's Steve T. Cole, Derek Watkins, William Asherbranner, James Jones, Casey Herring, Kyle Akers, John Garrett, Jeremy Clapper. You see with a nice run behind him. J.R. Deal. Looks like Adam Bazeo and Josh Anderson are both 2 laps down. So that's 2 more playoff drivers with some issues here. Not what they were looking for. Oh, Cody Brown's coming back down pit road. I'm not sure if he had an issue. I wonder if maybe we'll have to see if this is a stop and go or if yeah, he's looking for his pit box. So this is going to be a stop and go for Cody Brown. I'm not quite sure what happened. That's going to be a shame. Cody Brown is having a really good run today, so that'll put him back. Right now, Kyle Akers, he is in your lucky dog position. You see him right behind the leaders here of Evan Pienta and DG.E.S. Quite the exciting one that we've had here. Mickey, I'm glad you joined us for what has been, as I said, quite the fun one today.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been 78 laps already. There's just so much that's been going on. This race seems to be going fast. I know those drivers in there. This is a time where a little bit of fatigue sets in sometimes. When you're so focused on what's going on, and things can really change from halfway point on. Just from that mental focus that's required.
Agreed, absolutely. Happens. It can happen quite a few times, and I think maybe we saw that coming to pit road. There were some of those older tires, and maybe just that mental fatigue getting to them. But what we're gonna do here, Mickey, their title sponsor, Ballistipax, for the Ballistipax Cup Series, has a commercial. So we're gonna go ahead and throw it up here. So we'll be right back, right after this commercial. Alright, that was Ballistipax, creator of the Survivor 1 backpack, which features a patented quick-draw ballistic body armor system that deploys in seconds with just one hand. While concealing your body armor, the Survivor 1 also functions as a traditional backpack. You will find storage for your laptop, accessories, and other mission essential items that you may need. Go to ballistipax.com now, where currently the whole store is 50% off for a limited time. I want to, of course, thank Ballistipax for being the title sponsor for the Cup Series here. This is with the Sidewinder Racing Leagues, putting on. They put on a fantastic show and one worthy of Ballistipax being their title sponsor. Okay, so we're going ahead and do a run through the field now that we've separated ourselves. So in first place we have here Evan Pienta from Lambertville, Michigan. And second is DG.E.S. He is an admin here for Sidewinder Racing Leagues from Richmond, Virginia. Nigel Christensen is in third from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Steve T. Cole having a fantastic day, running currently in the fourth position. And might I add, with Christensen, he is currently tied for the most positions gained today at 12. Derek Watkins, another admin for this series from Melbourne, Florida, right up the road from me. James C. Jones from Tucson, Arizona. We love to say, don't make excuses, just live with it. We call him the coach, since he is a coach as well in his high school. as he teaches as well. William Asherbrander right behind him, number 21 from Newport Richey, Florida, a few hours south from where I am, and as well as Derek Watkins. Casey Herring in the number 2 Ford, having himself a good day today, up 10 spots. Kyle Akers is your first guy 1 lap down from Fair Lawn, Virginia. John Garrett, the only guy just riding around today for fun, as he's guaranteed his spot to the next round of the playoffs. He is from Tyler, Texas. J.R. Deal from Morganton, North Carolina. We know he's got himself an extra set of tires waiting for everybody, so he's hoping for a caution late in this one once he gets his lap back. Jeremy Clapper are from Peterborough. I know that's in Canada. I don't know if it's specific. There's more specifics for that, but I do know that Jeremy Clapper is Canadian, is a teammate of mine in another league. Michael Edwards, number 14 from New Bern, North Carolina. Jalen Battle in the number 48. Christopher Alkire or Bandio from Nampa in the number 43 Ford Mustang. And I always like to say he's got those Navy colors on there. That's because he is a Navy vet. Oh, he is loose off of the turn. Great job in there, Bandio. A Navy vet out here on iRacing just trying to raise awareness for suicide prevention. Revenger and his number 54 Ford Mustang. Josh Anderson from Wilburton. Oh my goodness, sorry Josh. My Spanish accent came in a little bit too deep there. Oklahoma. He's with Kool-Aid Monster Motorsports as well, and that number 7. Cody Brown, number 17 from Mercia, or maybe just America, Illinois. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. What do you think that one is, Mickey?
I'm going for America.
America. Illinois. Hold my beer and watch this. All right. And then Adam Bazale right now running in the 19th position from Vienna, Ohio. So we'll actually go ahead. Let's throw these points back up for everybody at the start of this one. Now, Adam Bazale had himself a 14-point lead on Alkire coming into this one. Currently, Alkire runs about 4 positions in front of him. However, we do know that Alkire was in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, at the halfway mark. So I know he would have gained some extra points through there. So right now, again, Evan Pienta enjoying himself a nice lead. See the right-hand side, John Garrett clinches his way through. Josh Anderson was in second. Evan Pienta was in fourth coming into this race. He had a pretty sizable lead coming in here as well over the cutoff line. So running in first place certainly doesn't hurt. J.O.E.S, after missing last week's race due to just not having power, he's having himself a pretty good race and looking to maximize the amount of points he can get so that he can try to make his way through the next round.
Loss of power, not a way you want to miss a race, but he's definitely making the best of this race here.
Absolutely.
Up front.
Right there, J.O.E.S, I said he's a hell of a driver. He's an aggressive driver. It shows sometimes to his fault, but I would say it's the reason why he was the regular season champion at the end of the regular season. All that consistency, and it wasn't just by a little bit. You know, he didn't win a race, but he had a whole lot more points than the guys who did. So.
Top 3 breathing a sigh of relief here. We had that pack racing where we had about almost the top 10 within a tenth of each other. We spread out a little bit since that last round of pit stops. They're able to breathe a little bit, not quite as much side-by-side racing, but still good racing. I mean, any slip, the top 3 can swap around.
Absolutely. Kyle Akers, that number 46 is actually the first guy 1 lap down, so he's loving this just as much, if anything, because he can keep his eye on the leaders and hold on to that lucky dog position should a caution come out here.
That was a good catch. I missed that. I just saw the 3 cars there. He's clearly got the speed of the front runners.
Yeah, we saw him running up front earlier. I think he just kind of got stuck losing some time in one of those slower packs, and here he is just trying to hang on now.
Looking at my screen, looks like first and second got about a 9-second gap to third place.
Yeah, that's about the only time you'll really see it happen. During green flag pit stops, where some guys make mistakes, others just really get on and off pit road really well. I'd say James Jones. I mean, he's up back into the 5th position. We saw him in the wall earlier, losing a ton of spots. So I think him, along with J.O.E.S, Evan Pienta, Derek Watkins was pretty far back as well. All those guys made up some good time on during those pit stops, while others like Michael Edwards, Jalen Battle, Christopher Alkire lost time having to settle their penalties. See if we got some maybe some battles going on. The closest Jalen Battle along with Michael Edwards right in front of them, so they stuck together from running 1, 2, 3 in that general area to running 12th and 13th after serving their penalties. So at this point, I mean, for them, it's just hang on, keep the car clean, and just don't wreck yourself. Just don't take yourself out unnecessarily.
Oh, it looked like maybe the 43 and 14. I don't know if they bumped or touched. It was super close.
Let's go back to that because that might
43 might be pulling in or pulled down on the apron at least. I don't know. Maybe he's just clearing the way.
because these two had a little bit of history last week.
It's just off on the edge. There we go.
Yeah, these two had a little bit of history last week, so looks like Alkire just got loose right in front of
We
him.
got
That's all.
yeah.
That was close.
Yeah, he got a little loose, pulled down a little bit, gave him some room to go ahead and go on by.
Right now, we're on lap 99 for Evan Pienta. Evans pulled away a little bit here from J.O.E.S. This is not something we typically see happen in these cars. So,
Might be the biggest gap on the lead that we've seen actually the
yeah,
entire race.
and pulling away here now, 1.5 seconds ahead. So Evan Pienta looking to continue to cement his opportunity to make it to the next round and be the only driver so far this season with 3 wins. Here we are, lap 100, looking to complete lap 100. We're going to have 34 laps to go this time around. All right, we're now down to 34 laps to go. That's Adam Bazeo going 3 laps down now to race leader Evan Pienta. So what we're going to do with 34 laps to go, Mickey, we're going to go ahead and throw up another Turn It Up session for these fans watching with us. So
sounds good. Turn it up.
Let's let them enjoy it. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live from Kansas Motor Speedway, or Kansas Speedway. I can't remember if it's which one it is. Anyways, we're back live here. We saw some pit stops happening on this Turn It Up segment. So William Ashburner is taking the lead. He looks like he's diving low. Not sure if that means he's going to pit road. I did just hear over the radio Kyle Akers, number 46, is looking to come down. And here comes the number 21 of William Ashburner. Excuse me. So from the looks of it, here, Mickey, these guys are just going to go ahead and split this kind of almost right down in the middle from the end of the last, when the last time they came down pit road, about lap 70, 72, give or take. Going to go 32, 34 laps and maybe, it looks like a little bit less, 27 to 28 laps here in the final run.
Yeah, it looks like this could be the last stop, barring any cautions, and if anyone's got any sets of tires left. So
Well, for a lot of these guys, this is their third stop. So if that's the case, then we'll be having absolutely, you're right, using up their 3 sets of tires. Currently, those who have yet to pit are Steve T. Cole, and as I say that, here he comes down pit lane. Here you go, great view of drivers coming off turn 4. Looks like Michael Edwards is going to follow right on through. Okay, let's see. Revenger is still out there, has yet to pit, along with John Garrett. John Garrett is currently your leader. You see Evan Pienta go flying right on by. He is that second place car. Ooh, James Jones had a 48-second pit stop. I'm going to guess he probably had a penalty coming down pit lane. That's going to hurt James quite a bit. We saw him running up there in 5th place before this all started cycling through. And here comes number 66, John Garrett. He gave up the lead to Evan Pienta. He come down pit lane. Oh, we've got a caution. Oh, and Josh Anderson was on pit road already. Don't know. He probably already have lost an extra lap. John Garrett, though, he's going to luck out on this one. He was a lap down when all this started and came down pit lane.
Looks like Cody Brown, something up with him that may have brought that caution out.
Let's go ahead and jump back over. I get excited when we have Oh, he's just in the wall. Tried saving it, but looks like there's nothing you could do. Tried holding on to it. Did a great job of keeping it back off the wall, but maybe just gassed it up a little bit too much there. Let's jump back a little bit and see.
Yeah, and I showed he had not pitted yet. So
let's see. You see him hitting some of those bumps, get loose, and that's all it takes on these old tires.
Yep, couldn't keep it off the wall there.
So right now, that'll leave only 6 drivers on the lead lap. That is Evan Pienta, DG Swiss, Nigel Christensen, Derek Watkins, Casey Herring, and John Garrett. He's on pit lane for quite a bit here. I'm not sure what happened. He'll actually lose the lead lap here. Not sure what happened to John Garrett here, so that'll leave still 6 cars on the lead lap now with Steve T. Cole having gotten the lucky dog on that last one. You see him coming back around. Look at the top of your feed here. We'll jump to our tower view so you can see exactly what who's on what lap. Here you see we're on our 3rd caution. Kyle Akers in Seventh is going to be your first guy, one lap down. Jalen Battles in eighth. Michael Edwards in ninth. Jeremy Clapper in 10th. J.R. Deal in 11th. And looks like a little fake out there by Evan Pienta.
Getting ready to say he was seeing who was going to take the bait there and go down pit road. Doesn't look like anyone took it.
No, just a couple drivers further out back who are in need of coming down pit road. So, nonetheless, we'll have 7th through 13th, one lap down. So that's going to be quite a battle on its own. J.R. Deal, you see him in 11th. I don't know what it's looking like for tires for him. If I'm not mistaken, he should still have one more set of tires here. So with 22 to go, maybe he's looking for an opportunity to put himself in the lucky dog position. Let a caution come out, get back on the lead lap, take his last set of tires, and he'll be the guy to beat at that point. Then you look further on back to those drivers that are 2 laps down. That is James Jones, William Asherbranner, Josh Anderson, and Christopher Alkire, all 2 laps down, and then Adam Zales 3 laps down. So jump back to our leaders right here. See DG getting right up next to Evan Pienza.
Yes, sending a little message there.
Yep, he's ready for this one. He's ready for this restart. We'll have 20 laps to go. Look, they're giving him no room there. Having a little bit of friendly banter, I'm sure. So we're going to have 6 drivers in the lead lap. Your 6th place driver does have to start all the way at the tail end of the pack because he was the lead lap or the lucky dog on that last one.
Should be an exciting restart here. Get everyone lined back up and back close together. We'll have some action. We've got 21 laps to go.
Yep, so we'll have 20 at the end of this one. This is going to be a very exciting finish as they're going to, here it is. We are green again. Evan Pienta with a nice jump. Let's get this real nice view here that brought to you here exclusively on SRM. A nice view that just follows right around like this. You see Casey Herring with a huge jump. He's gonna go take him 3 wide. Oh, contact with Christensen.
Ooh, little bump.
20 laps to go, and there is no holding back. Casey Herring's gonna show it right there. He's looking to get himself a win. He's not in the playoffs, but I'm telling you, he's ready to play spoiler here today. He's got a nice run here on the bottom of DG Swiss. The bottom is where you want to be on these fresh tires, and just like that, the number 2 puts himself in 2nd place. Derek Watkins got a nice run there off of the turn, and we've got a caution.
Oh,
that's going to put Jalen Battle back on the lead lap. He is that number 48 you see to the far right of your screen there. First car 1 lap down.
I'm not quite sure what happened for that caution. I can't tell on my display here. I don't know if you've got something that shows that.
Let's
happened?
see right here. We'll jump to James Jones. Oh, he's loose. Oh, he couldn't save it. Oh, and he's going to get into Adam Bazale. Oh, unfortunate situation for James Jones. He was really needing to make up some time after missing last week. And this is just going to put him further back and hurt his chances even more of making it to the next round of the playoffs. All right, so Jalen Battle, he will be your lucky dog. DG Swiss coming down pit road. I don't know. Does he have an extra set of tires still? Maybe he's just looking to top off, trying to get the that wing, that rear spoiler out of the air, maybe.
Well, they put well, he's in fifth, right? So they've done a couple laps. If he's got an extra set, he's probably just looking for some extra grip. Use that last set of tires that he may have.
We'll see, but
It's
I
not
I don't
probably
see it
no.
moving.
Yeah,
So yeah, maybe fill it up. Try to put some more weight on the back end of that car. Take the spoiler out of the air, and maybe he's got some damage. He's just got to get fixed up. So may as well go ahead and do it now. If there's only going to be 7 cars in the lead lap, the lowest he'll drop is 6 because Jalen Battle's got his lap back, and he'll have to start the tail end of the pack here. Another one of our fantastic views brought to you thanks to the guys back at the SRM for giving us some pretty nice camera angles. How about them?
nice views. I like them.
It's nice to have something a little bit different from the regular iRacing default. So I think this will be a great view to follow. It looks like I would consider this a almost a drone view, a little bit of a higher drone view, right? All right, let's see if Casey Harry's available. We're gonna bring him in. No, I don't see Casey Herring in here. Would like to talk to him, see what what was going on in his head, but you know what? That's fine. Let's see, who else can we talk with here? Let's go bring in Nigel Christensen. Let's see here. Yes, it is. Hey, Nigel, this is Angel and Mickey and... Oh, I didn't bring him in. Wrong place, wrong place. Sorry, guys. Nigel, this is Angel and Mickey in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
I got you.
I put you in the wrong one there first. Sorry about that, buddy. So you're sitting here in 4th position, a pretty good spot. You've been running up front all day. I know you got a couple teammates around you, but are you still looking to steal a win and play spoiler to these guys?
Yeah, I'm always going for a win if I can here. I feel like we're in position and see what we can do here. What do we got? 14 laps to go?
Yeah, it looks like you have 14 laps to go at the start of the restart here. So just figured I'd ask, see what team plans might be, or if you're going to be a lone wolf and try to get yourself a victory.
No team plans, man. We don't play teammate games, bro. We're just trying to go out here, have some fun, and hopefully we can win.
Well, I'm sure that's something the fans are going to love to hear. Me and Mickey, I know we're happy to hear that. Just means you're going to get the best racing possible. Good luck out there, Nigel. We'll see if we're not talking to you at the end of this one.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for pulling me in.
Not a problem.
Good luck.
That was Nigel Christensen, the number 20 car, restarting there in the 4th position in that yellow and black Toyota Camry. Yeah, we always bring in, the guys up front or the playoff guys. It's Christensen just barely missed the cut to make the playoffs, so. And he showed in that last race he was ready to take it. So let's see what he's got for these guys. We're at 14 laps to go. Pace car is down pit lane. We'll see what kind of jump Evan Pienta's going to get. There he goes. Great jump for him. Good jump for Casey Herring. He's going to try to jump here in front of Derek Watkins. He will. He'll clear him here going into turn 2. Looks like he'll give a little bit of room or just try to go for a wide angle to try to maximize the speed he gets to the corner. You'll see he'll gain some good speed in Pienta. He's got to run. He's going to the high side of Evan Pienta. He's going to try to take the lead here going into 3 and 4.
Wow, really making that outside work right off of a restart. We'll see if it works. He might have the edge. He might actually lead this lap.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be close. I think Pienta may have had that one as they're going to stay side by side going into turn one. Derek Watkins is staying right behind Evan Pienta, so he's going to give the drafting help to Pienta. A little surprising. I think maybe you'd want to go against your playoff competitor and try to get past him.
Casey falls back into line there. He'll probably work up on another run. We'll see that. Probably a replay of that coming right up. Just
Oh, Derek and Evan, little contact there going down the front stretch. And Derek's going to clear Pienta for first as they go through 1 and 2. Here comes Casey with that run, just like he talked about. Oh, he's loose. He'll save it. Him and Christensen were both loose there off of turn 2. Here comes Derek. He'll stay a little bit high. Evan's got a big run. He'll give him a bump. Casey gives Evan a bump. Here comes Christensen. Oh, Derek is sideways on the front stretch. He's in the wall. No caution, but here comes everybody. Oh, contact. Casey, Herring, and Christensen. We got a big wreck. We've got the big one here in the turn 1.
Wow.
Almost everybody's going to get taken out in this one. And look who's going to slide right through there. JRD. Oh, JR's got a little bit of contact. Oh, I got to see if JR got any contact here. Does he make it? Oh, he is. He's got some contact there.
Just a little bit.
But that will take his chances away to getting that lucky dog. He was that next guy in position for the lucky dog. Oh my goodness!
Wow, what a turn of events! What a turn of events!
Oh my goodness! Let's go back. Let's go back to the start of this one. And it looks like it's contact with Christensen and Casey Herring. Let me try to get a different view of this one.
The 20 went for a ride. I mean, he's doing barrel rolls and spins and.
Okay, here we go. Perfect. These two just got going for the same piece of real estate, and it looks like a little bit of net code, and everybody just know where to go.
Yeah, wow. I mean, everyone's spinning.
I don't think anybody made it. Let's see. Derek Watkins may have made it through the best because he got into the wall.
Yeah, and I think Pienta made out of that clean because he was up
right in front of it.
Yep.
Steve Cole, I believe, as well made it through. Let's see. He's going to be marked as first. He's not going to pit here. Oh, I'm sorry to everybody. I just want to see who made it through. I saw him real slow going through it. No, he was in it a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Pienta hit pit lane. We got quite a few. Actually, it looks maybe our top 6, except for Steve Cole, who's sitting in the first on the pole right now, or on the front.
So 2nd through 6th, they're on the lead lap. They're going to go ahead and come down. A lot of these guys are going to have fast repairs, so if they haven't used it yet, they will be using it now. JR Deal's going to stay out. I know he was hoping Steve Cole would come down pit lane. He could get his lap back by getting a wave around, but not going to be quite so lucky just yet. Well, JR's looking to make his way into the next round, so I don't know if there's any, maybe him trying to mention to Steve, hey, come down pit lane and I'll buy off a lap from you. I don't know. What would you do in JR's situation? Are you begging Steve to come down pit lane and get you your lap back?
Yeah, I think begging or wishing, two different things, or maybe he's doing both.
Looks like he's not going to have what he hopes, so comes JR Deal. Remember, he's going to have a fresh set of tires here. So we'll see JR take advantage of it. Unless he took it on the last stop, I don't think we checked up on that. So we'll follow him right through here, see what happens. There's quite a few guys stuck on pit lane. That's Derek Watkins trying to get as much of his car fixed up as possible. Oh, John Garrett had himself an extra set of tires. Now, see, I would be worried about that. John Garrett's got himself a fresh car. You saw him get involved in that wreck, but a fresh car, but he's going to be a lap down. Never mind. I'm pretty sure Pienta took his last set as well before then. Yeah, he had a 4-second stop there, so probably just top it off on fuel. We're gonna have an interesting one here. Steve T. Cole in first place. Then you got Evan Pienta, Jalen Battle, Nigel Christensen. Jalen had himself quite a long pit stop there. Probably to fix up the car as well. So we actually, guys, only have 4 drivers on the lead lap. We'll jump the tower view again here just to show you. The top 4 are the only guys right now on the lead lap. Jeremy Clapper is going to be in 5th. Michael Edwards in 6th. John Garrett in 7th. J.R. Dew in 8th. It's going to be an interesting one here. I got to say, this is going to be interesting to see what happens. Yep, Casey Herring jumping up to our YouTube. Yes, wow, it's exactly what we could think as well. As Adam Cross here says the same thing. Wow, just wow. And I think we had the same reaction, Mickey, on that one.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I honestly I thought that might be more like what the last lap would be like. They're really going for it.
Or even then, we
Shuffling.
haven't seen wrecks like that happen with these guys, even at Super Speedway at Talladega, in quite a while. So definitely surprising. It just happened to be wrong place at the wrong time for everybody driving down there into the turn, and I believe it was turn 1 there, where there just isn't a lot of room to move around. So pace car goes low. We're gonna have 6 laps to go. Here comes your leader, Steve T. Cole, holding them back, holding them back. And he is away, but everybody's gonna stay right on top of him. He didn't get the good run that we typically see our leaders do, and Pienta's gonna push him down here into turn 1.
I think Pienta's in a really good spot, in second, with what we've seen where cars come and they get a drive and able to get by. So
That is true, but Steve T. Cole's looking for his first win of the season, so he's gonna put every block he's got on Pienta, just like that. Oh, they're gonna be right on top of each other. Does Pienta give him a little push?
Cole's definitely holding the inside there, trying to prevent him from going around. I don't know. He may have lost it on the apron there.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
As Pienta's gonna have drafting help from his teammate. As we got another caution here.
Oh man, another caution. I didn't expect that one either.
Let's see what happened. Christopher Alkire. Oh, looks like a little bit of contact there with, or a little bit, quite a bit of contact maybe with Josh Anderson. Yeah, he's got to run. I don't know.
Looks like he let up, or maybe he got a little bit loose, and there wasn't much he could do. That's
Yeah,
from my point of view.
I think that was just he couldn't stop. He had to run, but didn't have enough to get there. And I think he tried to let up, but it was just too late at that point. And I'm sure the 7 didn't expect him to be there either.
Yeah, I'm sure they're both discussing it.
I'm sure they're not going to be very happy with each other on that one. So if I know Josh Anderson as I do. So this will put, let's see, John Garrett as our guy, as our next guy to be in the lead lap, I believe. He should get the lucky dog here. Yep, John Garrett's going to come and with the lucky dog. So I know this will put him at the tail end of the pack. We're going to have a green-white checkered. He did pit after everybody else did. He's got fresher tires by quite a bit, almost 20 laps on some of these guys. So he's going to need another caution so he can rack back up with those guys in the front. And I think from there he'll have his chance. All right, so let's see. I know we got 3 to go. We're gonna go ahead and bring Steve Cole into here. Hey,
Like that
Hey, see, Steve, sorry we took you out of your team chat for just a moment. This is Angel and Mickey at the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you, Angel. Mickey, how y'all doing tonight?
Man, we're doing great, Mickey.
Doing good. How about that restart? That last restart, couple of cautions, and what's the strategy look like from here?
I'll just be happy if I can make podium tonight. I had to do a long green run on a set of tires, about 60 laps on a set. So I'm just happy to be in the top 5 right now. We're gonna play it by ear. We've got some stiff competition ahead of us, and these guys are excellent drivers. So we're gonna give it a shot. We'll see what we got.
Well, Steve, I mean, we've seen you have some bad luck, I'd say, some points of the season, but you've been one of those drivers who stuck it out every single race, and I talk about it every single time. You stick it out every race, and you're gonna get your finishes that you deserve. So I certainly believe you're in a good spot. Good luck, and I
Yeah,
hope we're talking to you at the end of this one.
yeah. If I was in a sprint car, I'd feel a lot better about this. But we're in cup cars, so we'll see where we get. Thanks, guys.
Not a problem, man. Good luck, and like I said, hopefully we're talking to you here.
Thank you.
That was Steve T. Cole, the number 96. He's one of those guys where, I'd say, Mickey, he's had some bad luck this season. He's had his chances, had his spots where he's been running up front, but hasn't quite had the finishes to go with it. So I think you heard in his voice, he's happy to be top 3, but he'd certainly be happy with a victory.
Yeah, definitely happy with where he's setting at right now, and I would be the same, right? I mean, you got a shot.
I said if you've seen the luck he's had this year, you'd be just as ecstatic for him as I'd be. And same thing with Christensen. He's a guy who's shown playoff potential in my opinion, so it's nice to see him running up front there. Um, Michael Edwards right now in 6th place. He's needing a good run. He'll be the first guy 1 lap down. Then he's got Jeremy Clapper and J.R. Deal. Those guys are on the same pace with him. See Alkire and James Jones as well right around, along with William Asherbrenner, just trying to make his way back up. So looks like Josh Anderson on pit road with some heavy damage there. No, it looks like that looks like 4 fresh tires he still got. Maybe make up 1 extra spot. Looks like he's on the same pace there as Revenger, so maybe make up an extra position. And every point's going to count here as we come to the end of this. All right, these drivers are lined up side by side. We're going to have a green-white checker for you folks here. Evan Pienta, one of the masters at restarts. How big of a start does he get? Oh, Jalen Battle, his teammate's going to have just as good of a restart. He's going to have to drive it high a little bit to not beat him to the line. But it'll be enough to drive right up right up behind him. What a start there for Jalen Battle. What is he going to have here for the leader, for first place, Evan Pienta?
2 laps to go. I'd say, teammate, that's pretty much out the window right now. It's each one for themselves. So this is going to get exciting.
He needs to win, I
Yep.
think, to be able to make the next round. Evan doesn't quite need to, but that's the situation. Here it is, side by side for first, and they're doing that for third as well.
He's got
Jalen
the
Battle
inside.
drives low. Can he hold on to it? Let's jump right on with them. They come down the backstretch. They are spread wide behind them. Evan's going to get the good run. We've seen Jalen move his teammate Evan at Bristol for the win. Does he do it here at Kansas? He's going to get up and try to side draft. They're coming to the start-finish line. Who's got it? Jalen Battle's going to win it in a stunning way off of turn 4. He'll beat his teammate to the line.
Is that a photo finish? I think that was right at the line.
Oh my goodness. Nigel Christensen almost had him. What a finish there. Look at this. I can't believe it. He got up there, did the side draft that he needed, cut it low. And he beat Evan right to the line. What a job there for those two
Wow.
teammates. Clean racing. And I believe this should be Jalen's opportunity. He'll be moving on to the next round, if I'm not mistaken, with that one.
If I saw that flash up on my screen right, the gap was like 0.02 if I saw it right.
Uh,
0.02.
you are correct. 2/100ths of a second separated Evan Pienta and Jalen Battle. Nigel Christensen is going to come home in third place. Great job for him. Let's go ahead and bring him on to our broadcast right here. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Let's see. Hey, Nigel, this is Angel and Mickey in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
I got you.
Well, Nigel, you're going to go ahead and bring this one home in the third position with a podium finish. How did you do it, and how close were you to taking that victory away from those teammates?
I just kept it clean most of the race, and I just didn't have enough time there. I fell a little too far behind battling, uh, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. We battled and we got ourselves in top three. We had a chance there. Just need a little bit more time.
Absolutely. I mean, great job on that one. Anybody you'd like to thank for today's race?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I wanted to thank Sam Hunt Racing Esports, for the opportunity to be able to race for them. I have a lot of fun, and they really support each other. We really enjoy, just racing together, which is the most important thing. Obviously, I want to thank my dad for watching. He always watches me, and my fiance. Also, just want to apologize for anybody that got caught up in that wreck there. I haven't had a chance to look at the replay, but I know I took out some playoff drivers, and just for the time being, anyway, I take responsibility for it. But it is what it is, and I'm just thankful to be able to race and talk to you right now.
Well, Nigel, very noble of you. I'd honestly, from here, just looked like two guys going for the same piece of real estate. I don't think you could blame it on anybody else except for a simple racing incident. Nonetheless, I'm sure everybody's gonna be happy for an apology. Great racing, Nigel, tonight. Go ahead and continue this momentum, and let's see if you can get yourself in victory lane next week.
I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nigel. That was Nigel Christensen. He was your third place driver in today's race. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead. Let's jump to Evan Pienta, enjoying his burnout there. Let's bring on Evan. Hey, Evan, this is Angel and Mickey in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us?
I do.
Oh, Mickey, I'm going to let you have this one.
Yeah, so led most of the laps unofficially, by my count at least, and was able to maintain up front pretty much the entire race. Take us through that last lap there.
Yeah. I mean, first off, I definitely was not expecting to run up front that entire time. Kind of just felt I had the pole, and then was just gonna kind of run around like pack racing and kind of get shuffled out and stuff. But was able to kind of block and hold off, and felt like me and the 48 and I think a couple other guys were really the only few that could pass the rest of the field on our own or with as little help as possible. And I halfway through there, but the we just tried to get up front and stay up front. I know that the incident with Swiss was on that green flag run was not very good and didn't like the outcome of that. But I just knew that I don't have to run the apron, and I don't know what happened there exactly, but yeah, just trying to did not want to see that caution at the end happen there. Thought I had it in the bag, and then kind of cautions bred cautions, and didn't think about taking my fast tripper when that giant wreck happened. With a little bit to go, I had like 10 seconds of damage, and was kind of scared about how it would fare if I didn't take a fast repair, and felt that there might have been another wreck after that. So I was a little worried about taking that fast repair, but I ended up doing so. And then on those final restarts, just trying to run and just trying to hold off the 48. I know the 48 had some damage, but just tried to my teammate get a good jump on the restart with him, and got a 1-2 finish.
Anyone you'd like to give thanks to or a shout out to?
For a bite. All those guys over there. Ballistipax, SRL, and Derek for putting the league on. You guys for putting the broadcast on, and eBay Motors.
Awesome. Congratulations on that second place.
Yeah, great
Thank
job,
you.
Evan. And we're gonna clear it up for the fans, for everybody here. There's no way Evan would have given up that spot for that win with Jalen. That was something that Jalen just got to you right there at the end. And I just figured to give yourself a chance to make sure the fans understand that one was a hard fought one for Jalen. He just barely beat you out.
Yeah, for sure.
So, great job, Evan. Congrats on the second place finish. Keep that momentum going, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right. See you later.
That was Evan Pienta, your second place finisher. Now let's go ahead and bring in your winner for today's race. Jalen Battle, this is Angel Santiago and Mickey Newman in the SRN broadcast booth. You got us?
Yep, gotcha, guys.
Jalen, just wow. I don't know how you did it there at the end. I knew you were going to put it to your teammate. We've seen how close you guys can battle this year, but I mean, take us through that final lap and what was going through your head and what you needed to take that victory.
The final lap was just me trying to get everything I could there, and it started laps before that where we somehow got we got the lucky dog there. I mean, we were doing good pretty much most of the race, but just made too many mistakes on green flag pit stops and put ourselves in a hole and tried to dig ourselves out. Got really lucky there at the end. They stacked them up a bit, and we got a lucky dog, and like the word says, got so lucky there and got to the restart, and I knew a teammate there. I knew he was going to race this hard and just gave it everything I got there. I'm surprised I got it there, and I think that puts us in. So I'm just so happy to live on to another round.
Absolutely, Jalen. I mean, I was just stunned. I saw you. I think that final off turn 4 just side draft was just enough to get a run on Evan. I mean, we've seen you guys make some contact for a victory at Bristol, so I knew this was going to be no different. And nice clean one for this one. And I just got to say, congratulations. If I'm not mistaken, yes, maybe it does put you through the next round. So we'll have to see what you got for them then.
Definitely.
What do you got to thank for
man.
today?
I mean, shout out to the team, shout out to Fort Bite and Evan. We had a really good, clean race there. He helped me out there a bit. Out the race, he had a fast car. It's good to see the teams running up front. And then shout out to the league. And they always put on a good show, and got making a few more of these. I knew I missed last week, so that kind of sucks. But hopefully I can try to just get it done again next week. So.
Well, I mean, if you're going to miss a week and come back and win the next week, I think that's not the worst idea either. So,
No, not doing that again, but thank you.
Congratulations, Jalen. Fantastic win there. We will see you next week.
Thank you. You too.
Well, Mickey, what a fantastic finish we had there.
Wow, that was so exciting. 2 100ths of a second. I never would have really guessed the turn of events, second half of that race. It was full of action pretty much the entire time. Good, clean racing with a few incidents as usual. And happy to be here, happy to join you.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a blast. We had a great finish there. I told you we'd have a great one. So we'll go ahead and run down the final finishing order. Points have to be tallied up, so we won't have that for you at the end of this one today. Nonetheless, Jalen Battle is going to come home in first place. Evan Pienta, his teammates, in second. Nigel Christensen in third. Steve T. Cole finished fourth. John Garrett comes home in fifth. Michael Edwards in sixth. Jeremy Clapper in seventh. J.R. Deal in eighth. James Jones in ninth. Christopher Alkire is going to round out your top 10. Mickey, you got the rest of them?
I'm sorry, where'd we left off?
We're with 11th place.
11th place, William Ashbranner. 12th, Revenger. 13th, Derek Watkins. 14th, DG Swiss. 15th, Josh Anderson. 16th, Kyle Akers. 17th, Casey Herring. And 18th, Cody Brown. Bringing up 19th was Adam Buzio.
Absolutely. Fantastic racing we had here today. Never have these guys every week put on a show for us. It's an enjoyable one. couldn't be happier to have him. Next week, we will actually go ahead and bring up the schedule next week for these drivers. Uh, Next week, we are going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Elite Outdoors 200. So be ready, everybody, next week. Same time, same place here on SRM Sim Racing Media Network on YouTube for the Ballistipax Cup Series. We will see everybody next week. Thank you for coming out today. Mickey, thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great one.
Yeah, you too.